There we go. All right. Well, we now have audio. I've been chatting to myself like an idiot. Thank you very much. You can now hear me. So, hello everyone again on TikTok and Twitch, YouTube, all the places. I'm so not used to doing streaming on it because I don't stream so much anymore. I'm just going to turn my microphone down a bit. It's all set up for live recordings these days. But how you doing, Gasuki and Lyril? Markimus, if you're still here, apologise for the issue. But this is a program called PoriScript. Pori Maps, actually. And I run it just through... and I've got this bit here, which is just Visual Studio Code, which I do my sort of coding in. And run PoriScript. So it uses what's called decompiled emerald. So you can search at Pokemon Emerald decompiled or expansion emerald, and it gives you the code to sort of down in its basically code form. It's written in pretty much C. So if you're C++, if you have any experience in C++ or object-oriented programming, it's very easy to pick up. But I've got some videos on YouTube where you can, I'll show you how to set up your WSL if you use Windows, which allows you to do run the, well, not so much this program, but get it so it can compile. And I also then have a video on showing how to set up what I call PoriScript. Basically, PoriScript is, where's my script? Is there? Is just a much clearer way of writing the code. So this is how the game is written in its default form. Let me find one that I didn't write, because obviously the ones I've written have all these extra lines into them. We've got one back here. Oh, no, we don't. Cave of Origin. There we go. It's Cave of Origin script. So they sort of look like that's got nothing in it. So they look like this, and they're somewhat easy to understand, but I find them quite hard. There's a lot of go-tos and cases and messages all separated. So instead, we use PoriScript. Just pull it up again, which just makes it a bit more readable. Let me find somewhere with actual scripts on it. So let's go to Route 8. So you can see, how to add trainers is so much easier. You just build them in these sort of like method objects. And coming from an object-oriented background, I love them. I find it so much easier to pick up. And as you can see, it's so easy to add trainers. These are all a load of trainers that have been added in over the last couple of evenings from all the comments we've got. As you can see, compared to the video I think I released recently, the world is starting to be filled in. So we can see a lot of trainers are now in here. We got some items, some hidden items. We have this strength rock, which is sort of doing its thing. Areas on the left are not reachable yet, so who cares about them? But I've just been having a fight with... actually, I need to check something here. That's gonna look bad. So that purple is coming because there's an issue with my tile sets, which is actually going to be quite easy to fix. We just want to turn this into the Moorville tile set, and then it's shared. And then actually with that, I'm going to do something else. I want to improve to really make it feel a bit more like a farmhouse ranch sort of feel. I'm going to turn these into these wooden tiles I found. Yeah, tile set issues. Hey, Kiwi, how you doing, bud? So how's everyone's week been? It's a Friday. I've already had a PIMS. Probably what I'm going to have today, because I have a birthday party tomorrow. So last thing I need to be doing is getting too hungover for a birthday party. Especially as next weekend... This is how much of a horrendous nerd boy I am. So next weekend, I've worked it out that I am going to be 1 billion seconds old. So of course, I'm celebrating it, because only a big code loser would do that. So yeah, there we go. That's looking better already, isn't it? So gets a bit more feel of it. But what I was trying to say, so that was today's video. What you're going to see probably Monday is this area. I'm just going to fix a couple of little areas that have arisen when I was tidying up. So this is Dust Peak Town, limited on tile sets, and I'm unsure if I want to go custom tile sets. Yeah, I do kind of like the challenge of doing it with only with the default ones. But this is Dusting. It's meant to be this ranch with, to the north, we're going to be heading towards the Great Plains. No food, just bimps. Exactly. Who needs food? But I did have a barbecue, so... Well, indoor barbecue because I was too lazy to drag my barbecue down. But yeah, I've been working on... This is the 5th gym and the areas around it. So if you're on the Discord, you may have seen some images coming through over the last week or so. I've brought this right down to make it a much smaller navigatable place. Because if you have too big an areas, it's going to be very difficult for the user to work their way around. So I've tried to bring it down in that way. So hopefully it looks better for you all and plays better. But right, I think the main thing I want to do today is work on these abominations. I don't know why, but the fact that they are standing up really puts me in an awkward... It just makes me feel like I've wronged God. Especially when, you take the player. Is it Brendan? Not Brandon. He's going to be there just like standing next to him. Maybe I shouldn't put the sitting one there. It's just like the idea of him just like looking at it. It feels like I've wronged someone. What type would this gym be? The gym is going to be dark type. So we have had an absolutely incredible artist supporting us over the last probably about a month now. If you've played some of the latest demos, you'll notice that we now have custom... Oh, sorry, I got gassy. We now have some custom artwork for the 2nd, 3rd and 4th gym leaders. Actually, I can show them in the code. So this person has volunteered to make these gym leaders. So we can see we've got Sarah, our 4th gym. You've prophesized, you're making half enough. I'm making just hell, I think, at the moment. Yeah, so we have Sarah, our 3rd gym leader, 4th gym leader. We've got Marina, our 2nd gym leader. I love the work he's done on her. Really got the action pose going. And then we've got... I'm going to just quickly mute my Discord. Apologies, that was me. No, you're not popular. There we go. And what's the name of my 3rd gym leader? Does anyone know what the 3rd gym leader is called? Either way, the 3rd one. And they are so good. But so he has actually got a design for his own sort of gym and his own sort of character. So it was like, yeah, I mean, that's the least I can do. So the 5th gym is going to be his gym. And we've gone with dark, and it's going to be like a library or some kind of... Oh, good, Jessica. I'm glad. But yeah, so it's going to be a library. Actually, can you hear the music in the background? I've got the OST from Expedition 33 playing. Just make sure it's not too loud. But you're just not hearing like too little of it. But yeah, so it's going to be a library. In that library is going to be sort of all sorts of ancient history of the Triver region. Going to be a couple of guys there, and yeah, it's dark type, and it's going to be sat on this area, or starting from here, I've called the Ancient Khan. So it's just going to be sort of winding up as you go, make your way up to the top. And I think there's a tile set to put like a Khan in it, but I can't remember what it is, so I might have to delay that. No, you can't hear the music. Okay, well, let me do that. That should be a bit more. Got some new headphones because my other one's absolutely shattered. You could have said it the French way. I not allowed. I assumed it might have been. I assumed it might have been you, Rex. I was like, what? No other Jessica. Well, I have no females that watch me, except one. And then my cousin, who sometimes complain that I randomly pop up. So Jessica, one, I can't do French, despite studying it for 5 years. And I play Yu-Gi-Oh! And in the couple of weeks in Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been playing a French deck, like the Nouvelez deck. And they've been making me say the names in the French, not in the English, which has been all hell of horrendousness. But yeah. But how have you been, Rex? You had a now I've got onto not just TikTok. I can see you're finally interested in watching us again. I was thinking about buying Peak for today and messaging some people, but none of the guys were available. So, and I don't think they understand Peak. And I feel like if we played Peak, it wouldn't be Peak. Bad things will happen. But yeah. Oh. Sorry, back on here now. Oh no, you got to watch on YouTube so I can get the watch hours I need to get paid. Peak looks ridiculously stupid, and I want to do it, but I'm trying to get the guys available, and I think because where we were streaming every day or every week, I should say, it was quite a good way to get playing together. But now we meet up, and now it's not COVID-y and stuff. We meet up every week to play normally Yu-Gi-Oh! So that means like there's no other time for us to play like video games anymore. So all of those dumb videos and dumb games that keep coming out, so I want to play, they're not available. Plus Matt's getting married in like a month's time. Anyway, he got married the other week, but he's having a big wedding the other week, so he's a married man, so he can't do anything. I am happy to play Peak on occasion. See, my sister wants to play it as well, so I might have to get it at some point. But the problem is, today is my first honey type. Today is like the first day I've actually been able in the evening to do anything. Previously, I'm just like, otherwise I'm just ridiculously busy. Because I think tomorrow we're at a birthday party. Next week I'm a billion seconds old, so we're out that weekend. And then I'm at a stag do, and then I'm at a wedding, and then I've got a weekend off, and then I'm at a wedding, and then I'm at a stag do, and then I'm in Italy, and then I'm in a wedding, and then I'm at a stag. It's like 5 weddings and 5 bloody stag do's this year. I'm at birthday party. Ooh, where you going? I'm going to one of these all-you-can-drink rum bars, and it's it's gonna hurt. But yeah, you might appreciate this actually then, Thorny. So this is, if you remember Sarah, this is her character in game. That's who it's based off of. I was tempted to add her dog in the corner, but Mill Tank 1. So I need something. Oh, the Lake District is nice. It used to go every year, and it was great fun. We do. Even if you guys get drunk, somehow playing a drinking game about us, which we never worked out for the life of us. All we know is that it was bad time for everybody involved. Okay, so I'm thinking with the Mill Tank, we need to have various things happen. I don't know. I'm just going to write nonsense as we go. It was you who posted. It was you who posted in the Discord. That's why you didn't hear it, because it was your own bloody message. So it probably appeared beforehand. Let's move the music on to. I'm going to change the soundtrack to unique videos. There's an advert. Bloody adverts. We're not sponsored by whatever that app. I've got a ad blocker. Why are you playing? I need to set my pie hole up, and it's not a sexual term. I promise. It might be, but it's not. Make them totems. Possible idea. So I do want to introduce more totems into the game. I am utilizing the totem system for various things out and about. For a lot of like static encounters, but what I was thinking for these ones was they're going to be, you can give them berries and they'll give you moo moo milk as like a base level. And I'm thinking like 2 orange berries to a moo moo milk, maybe. It's a slight upgrade for your crafting. There we go. There we go. The music's working now. So yeah, I think doing it. Oh, hang on. I need to open up the thing so it works. Because adding them as totems it's something I like, but I like keeping totems for like hidden bosses or like challenges at the end. And I am tempted to add in every route or like each area, like world bosses. So they're going to be higher than normal level, where you can really take them on. So I'm thinking in like Mahogany Peak to do one. Although Mahogany Hills, I guess you've already got the. You've got the Poochyena, who's already a totem boss, and you've got the encounters here, which are quite tough. Make a new bite skin based on those cows. That sounds horrendous. You're also remembering. You're also forgetting, Gosikyo, that I can't draw for shit. To put it lightly, I am. Have you seen the alerts that are in this damn game? That are in this bloody thing. They are not good. So it's like, it's best off if I just don't go near them and don't touch them. So yeah, it's if you want to make them, I can add it. Probably shouldn't be too hard to actually like introduce and stuff. So I'm just trying to add something. Open up the creator dashboard, because now I'm in OBS. I haven't actually got all the things set up fully on Twitch like I should do as a good person. I'm not. But we'll see. There we go. That's in there. Just trying to keep a lot of things you got to keep track of when you got 1,000 bloody windows open these days. There we go. It's all good. Miltank. Oh yeah, I'd have to completely have it riding around. I do need to look at introducing better pieces. I think for now we'll just keep it simple. So we're just gonna do a no. We'll just have it moo it. Yeah, moo. Whatever they sound like, and be like message box, would you like to feed the Miltank? And then we'll ask the player yes or no, do they want to? And then if yes, we will well, we'll have to do a couple of things. First, we need to check item. Do they have any orange berries? And if they don't, we need to call them naughty boys and send them off to the world. If our result equals no, just be like, you, the cat, the Miltank, looks at you with devastation in its eyes as you have no food. There we go. You know, they will look. It will look at you sadly. There's someone like mare. Oh no, that's for sheep. Yeah, that's a sheep. To be honest, they do sound different across the world. They have like accents. I was recently in Wales because I made mistakes in life. But we were in Cardiff, and there was I don't know if it was just the one, or it was just all of the seagulls. And it generally sounded like it had been punched in the throat. Really annoyed how I'm getting bloody adverts. I haven't had adverts bloody ages, and now we're getting adverts, and I've just realised I'm an idiot. And this is on bloody Spotify, and why am I not just listening to it on Spotify? There it is. And if you haven't played Expedition 33 yet, go play it. It's the best game ever. I have not played anything anywhere close to as good as it. Right, where's my code? I've lost my code. The only problem with Expedition 33 is it's made me feel like the French are okay, which I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's made the French tolerable, and that shows you how good a piece of art Expedition 33 is. Okay, so we check the item. If they do have the item, we obviously want to feed the cow. Not of if. Yo, how you doing, Pog? How's your whatever day is it? It is still Friday. How's your Friday? How's your week been? You're enjoying finding back, and it's French. People are thinking I'm a French. People are going to think I'm a French nationalist. I mean, I can't remember. You're not. I know you speak French. You're not French, are you? You're from just an old French colony. or are you part of French or French? I can't remember what the international region. I can't remember. I know you were recently in France. Shows how little I know about people. I barely remember life about myself. But I'm glad. Weeks should be good. I don't want to run downstairs and get the rest of that Pimm's that's in the fridge. My wife made it and it was just right. Nice. We didn't have any fruit to throw into it, so it wasn't a perfect Pimm's, but it was damn good. And I haven't had Pimm's in like 6 weeks or something. Might have to get some for tomorrow for the party. Right, so you're going to feed it. The milk tank greedily takes the berry from your hand. Okay, so we need to remove item. So we're going to feed the orange berry. And then we're going to... I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have an incremental counter to count how many times you feed the berry, because it sounds stupid. Yeah, King, it has been probably about 4 years since we last spoke. Yeah, I bet. Or has it been less? I don't know. I barely stream anymore. This is it. It's focusing on developing my Rom Hack. So my focus is on that, which means I don't stream so much. And where we used to meet up, we used to stream to, keep in contact with my mates. We now meet up every week in each other's homes. And it's like, I've been thinking about trying to set up a camera to stream. I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff. It's like, to be honest, it's annoying. So it's been so long. Our Rankade actually deleted itself, which is a sad day. So what I had to do was make a brand new... I made a new website. I'm just going to turn it down a bit. I made a new website to keep track of our results in Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering and Pokemon. So we can see who's best, because I refuse to play. It turns out I am so egotistical I can't play a game without having that. I'm going to eat all the French fries. Do it. I was meant to make chips tonight and have with chicken, but we just had barbecue instead. That's awesome. Good to see my English home. I'm still going. All of my social platforms have been doing bloody well over the last year or so, except Twitch, because there's like one video every year or something. Hey, Mrs. Hey, how you doing? Welcome on. Hey, bud. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because it's a Friday and work is hard. Nah, Paul, pain in chocolate. Pain in chocolates are better. Pain au chocolat, are you trying to say? Pain in chocolates are better. Pain au chocolat. Yeah, at least like pain au chocolat is like quality, good stuff. But yeah, no, thanks for the likes, Mrs. I'm just going to call you Mrs. Right, so what we are working on. Yeah, so King, you've been here, I haven't been here for a while, but yeah, I'm basically just do game development now. I'm making a Pokemon game. I've been making a Pokemon game for about a year. So what we have, Mrs. Kwan, that's the way. I can say that. Thank you very much for the roses. We do appreciate it, Mrs. Kwan. Wait, Neat's playing Peak without me. I didn't even know Neat had Peak. I feel like there's some horrendous sort of cheating going on. How do I get in this game? You'd like to be in the game? Give me your team and your trainer name, and I'll add you in the background. You're going to go back. No worries. Thanks for popping in, Aussie. Thanks for popping in, King. Hope you've been good. I've been seeing you pop up live, getting the emails, but you do it at 2 in the morning for me, so I'm not around. Yeah, no. Send me anyone who wants to be in the game. Just give me your trainer name and your team name and your team composition. If it's a later game, I'll put it into the list because I have a massive list I'm working through, and I'm going to do a video next week where I'm just going to run through them as quick as I can, because I've added I can show you how many trainers I had. So where was it? So this, 147, line 140 or line 141, train 141 was the first trainer added. You can recognize the first 3 from the video I did. But this is when the first trainer I got. And then I've gone to 175. So I've done 34 trainers so far. That's not even a third of them. I've got so many. Max 6 Well, the more advanced you do it, the later I'll have to add it. If you have a more basic team, I can add you in now. Maximum of 6. if you want to be a smaller trainer. Everyone keeps asking me to be like elite. It's been quite a lot of goal, I think, and I'm all there for someone. I've had a lot of messages and a lot of comments being like, "Oh, can I be the boss of the evil gym, or can I be like the champion of your game?" Is like, no, I don't know who you are. You've left one comment, and I appreciate the comment, but why in the world would I make you be the champion of my own game? Do you not realise I have an ego? No, I'm not even the champion of my own game. We're trying more. I mean, I barely watch streams anymore. Since I got married, like, evenings are not able to play games and stuff. Wait, before I go, there was a word taught me UK slang that started with B, and I know it isn't Bell End. Bollocks. Is it a general UK one? I think was it one of the Portsmouth terms? Because you got Squinny, you got Dinlow. One of those. Begins with B. Probably, I don't know. That is your job. It would be your job if I had an evil team, but I can't write, so yeah, we're not going to have it. Dinlow. Dinlow does not begin with B. And there's no W in Dinlow. Yeah, Dinlow is the best word. You need to go around people calling people Dins. Dins for short. Yeah, just next time someone drops something at a pub, just call them a Dinlow. It will be appreciated and they will know what they mean. Like, it's fine. It's been years. I've been thinking about redoing that. I was going to redo that quiz we did years ago. But there's a guy who does content creation from the city of Portsmouth who's like explode. He's quite good. But he's been doing sort of similar ones and he can do it much better than I can. So it's like, leave him to do it. I just got a notification from TikTok Live saying, right now is a great time to go live. Does TikTok Studio not know I'm using it to be live? Alright, enjoy your work. Try not to get too bored. But right, what were we talking about? We were removing the item and trying to do this. So you lose an orange berry, give item. We're then going to give Moo Moo Milk to play. I think I'm going to do 3 orange berries per Moo Moo Milk. Just because you can already turn 2 into berry juice and you can get loads of orange. Let's do 2 for now. Level 36 combustion 45. That's a really random. I just need the things. That's a really wide team. If you give me the team, the Pokemon, I can put you in with. I can add you in with the appropriate level around the area if that works. So you want Combuskin, Gyarados. I can't give you Salamence, but we can give one. Eddie, thanks for the Rosebud. Appreciate it. Isabel, why has no one ever made a Pokemon compilation ROM hack? I'm not sure what you mean, Isabel. I am not a bimbo. I have not got the breasts for it. Definitely not got the intelligence for it either. Would you consider adding a Battle Tower Frontier? We're not going to have a direct Battle Tower. What I am doing is taking parts from the Battle Tower and reimagining them. So this here is the school. You can come to the school at around level 20. And it does have, once you complete it, you can go into a tournament, which is basically the tournament system from the Battle Frontier. So you're going to have that. We're then going to have, we're also going to have a later version with the champions where it was like massive gauntlet with like full tier, like level 100 competitive teams out. So there is going to be similar things for it. I just need to improve some of the code around it because it's a little bit ganky at the moment. Right, Missy, let's add you in then. Let's try and find somewhere good to drop you into the game. Probably around Route 9, I think. Probably have viewed as the last, one of these trainers. You have a team out there. Jump it in, Pog, and I'll add it in. Don't mind, I miss you have a context. Oh, no, it was the B word. So basically, years ago, as part of I ran a streaming Discord, and we used to do events. I ran quite a lot of like gaming events, and one of them I did was I taught a load of Americans various slang from my hometown, and it was Dinlow, and Dinlow just stuck with them. They loved it. So I've actually looked at trying to work out a full game, Isabel. One where you can have like all the regions in one. There's a few difficulties with that. So first one is what are we going to call you? I'll call you Quan. So one of the issues is you've got to think about the size of the game. You're limited. If you're doing it within this, you're limited by the size of it. So you'd have to kind of redo it all. But I do think it's kind of possible because you've only really playing with 32 megabytes, which is actually quite a lot for this. So what I want to do, and what I need to pull my finger out and one day actually do it, is I know a lot of people want to learn how to make their own ROM hacks. And I think one of the best ways to do it is we collaborate and make this like joint up one all together, where we start with, well, we have Hoenn built in. We then build out of Hoenn. So maybe we change some levels. Where can you go from Hoenn? Well, let's take the player to Kanto, and then you can start building the routes bit by bit by bit. And because all the areas exist, it makes it a lot easier. You don't have to worry about design. You still got to handle balancing, but each person can literally take a map, learn the scripting, learn how to make maps, and we can join it all together using like a collaborative tool like GitHub. So I do think it'd be something I'd love to pioneer and run. But the problem is finding the time to do it is quite difficult because it would take a lot of time. So I'd probably need a few people who understand the tools already to be able to support in getting it ready. The idea is just gambling. I mean, gambling. So what? You just got a load of momentum. The metronome Pokemon. Will this be available on Delta Emerald on phone? I mean, yeah, it's a ROM hack. If you download it and run it, I think other people have already used it in Delta Emerald, so yeah, it should work just fine on there. I normally just use MGBA, but anyone can. The demo is available now. You can access it from our Discord. You can find it on our. You can find it on the Pokemon Rom Hack. What's it called? Subreddit. It's also on the hacking Pokemon communities. The forum. I've got one there. It's just a BPS file you can download and add to your ROM file. So yeah, it's all available. All one shot with 3 of the ghost bugs. All one shot with 3 of the ghost bugs. The name of the trainer chance. I'm not sure what you mean by all one shot, but yeah, I constantly release probably about every week I release a new demo where you're able to sort of keep playing it and stuff. What class would you like to be, Quan? I might just put you as a picnicker for now, just because it seems to be the default one I'm running with for people. I am eventually looking to introduce more sort of custom, some more custom types, but I just need to get the code written for them or the artwork for them. Right, so we can do level 36 Combuskin. I should probably put you a bit higher, 38. We can also have you as a Gyarados. Put you to level 39. And I'm going to give you a Bagon at level 39. But there you go. There is your team. Let me just attach your code to the player, the trainer, and give you the correct skin. Sounds a bit weird. I'm going to give you the skin. And we'll have you see in 2 directions, and we'll have you we'll have you as a spinner. Look around. So easy to avoid, but you are there in the game. All right. Like shit. Oh, but they don't learn the moves, and I'm not adding what I don't. Maybe I could add the one-shot moves in. I want to avoid having them available in trainers because it just seems very unfair when you just you're doing a Nuzlocke run and then you just get smacked in the head with a one-shot move, especially if you're running like a no-guard Pokemon. You just die. Quan, thank you very much for the credits. I do appreciate them a lot. Hopefully so you're in Route 9. Thank you very much for the credits again. You will be able to find yourself, just here. Oh, actually, one more thing we've got to do. What do you want to say? What do you want your text to say? You will be in Route 9. As you come around the corner, you are just here. Right there. Do you have any text you want to say in the game? Because otherwise we've got to have default nonsense, which is fine. Let me make it at least compile in the meantime. Otherwise I can just make something up. While you're coming up with ideas, I'm going to finish off with the. I got to think of something. Take a while. Take a think. Let me just save the code so you're all there, and I'm going to continue working on the bit of script I'm working on here. Right. So in the meantime, I'm going to work on this Miltank code. I have them both do something different. But so we got. So would you like to feed the Miltank? No. If you say if you don't have the money, it looks like you're all sad. That's not how you spell devastations. How do you spell devastation? Devastation. It's an A. Devastation. New team for chance. Go on. I mean, if we did add you with this like big old chance stuff, we have to do it in a way that you're an optional battle and the player doesn't get too screwed over. I'm happy to throw a bit of like tricks and stuff in there. Like I have got exploding trainers around and about, but Nathan, how do I get the game? You can just download it. You can find the download or the Google Drive on Reddit. It's on the Pokemon Rom Hack Reddit. There's a post of it there. It's in the Pokemon community, and you can find it on our Discord, which profile is in our. Well, the link is in our profile. I don't think you can currently search Pokemon Drive. Yeah, actually, if you search Pokemon Driver, or at least when I search Pokemon Driver, the first comment is on our Poke community forum post, and our Rom Hack a subreddit post. So you can download them both there. It is updated reasonably frequently, so if you find bugs and stuff, I'm trying to work on them. It's a load of issues, still down the load and stuff. Full team of Mega Rayquaza. That's for the other game. That's for the silly game I was making. This is meant to be semi-serious. Like, there is a lot of stupidity in it, but I haven't even got Rayquaza in the game yet. I know how we're going to get there, but I don't have anything else. 2 Ghost Bugs Metronome. Can Shedinja even learn Metronome? I don't think it can. And I am actually trying to keep it to what they can actually naturally learn, not just give things random. Right, so I think I'm just going to duplicate that code. Screw it. In fact, I can just do that, and it will catch it both times. Done. Can you make... Of course, Coco. Yeah, I can add you into the game. What team would you like? I can, if it's a simple enough one, I can add you in now. If it's a late game trainer, I'll add you into the list for when we get to the late game. But yeah, that's no problem. What we need to do is it called increment var. Hang on, there's actually add var. There we go. So we want to do add var. We're going to make a new var times cow Miltank bed. I'm going to increment it by 1 each time. So I need to make this variable. Have I got a nice unused one? Var unused, just there. There we go. Nice one. I think it's like an early. Yeah, we can do it an early. What gen? 1 to 9. Oops, sorry, I hit the microphone there. You can have 1 to 9. Oh, I've done it again. Trying to move my hand away. Shedinja doesn't learn that. Yeah, Shedinja doesn't learn metronome. I can't think of anything good. Maybe so you're a picnicker, so we could say the view is lovely. The view is lovely, but the smell from the farm is putting me off my lunch. Something like that. And then when you lose, you could say something like that loss is almost as bad as the smell. And then you can just say something like, well, then maybe we could talk about the ancient Khans. Like, I'd love to make it up to the ancient Khan. In time for my evening meal. Something like that. While beating the counterpart learns it, though, it does learn it. You're correct. We can do that. You'll take a Squirtle and a Totodile. Yeah, we can do that. So you want to be early game. Let's see if we got much space still. What we can do is start moving. Some of these characters were ones I sort of threw together. They're not actually like tied to anyone, so I don't really care if we remove them. Where is Squirtle? Maybe I'll put you near the Squirtle hidden grotto. So the way you get started in this game is through hidden grottos. And some of them are easy to find. We just need an item. Some of them you can just walk in. Some of them require sort of certain points, certain things to be done. So for example, this... You get metronome there, I might change that. So this is the one for Squirtle, which you can access around here. So these are actually Trainer Damon. Yeah, these are people's scripts. Yeah, I know where we can. Well, I'll put you near the Totodile. Sam's class. Because we do actually have the Totodile Island. That there is Totodile Island. This guy talks about it. Maybe we just turn that guy into a battle. So currently, it's just like that. So we were just talking about it, but yeah, we can turn this guy into you. Route 1B. Do you have a trainer name? If only had a Pokemon be able to reach the island. We'll call you Outro. We'll call it Outro. That'll be your post battle. The Gatekeeper to the island. Well, yeah, sort of directing players that they can go up there. Route 1B. So we got the intro, and then Route 1B we have the outro. Go for James. Perfect. We'll add in James into the game. Gatekeeper of the Protocols Island. The thing is, you've already got a Totodile, but we can have maybe you're trying to find more of them. So it's and I know Neat's a similar one. So we've got this. I got this Totodile that swam over from that island. If I had more of them, you wouldn't win. And it's if I only had Pokemon like yourself able to reach that island and catch more. There we go. So now you Totodile. Totodile? Yeah, it's Totodile. So yeah. So now what you're doing is you're helping push the players towards that island, which I think is great. So now we actually need to do the code, the battle code, which is quite easy. So we've already got that. So it's Route 1B. James post battle. Route 1B. James intro. And then we got Route 1B. James outro. And then we need to do James Route 1B yada 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 yada. So now we actually need to do the trainer. So overwrite Tony. The reason I overwrite things, if you're ever wondering why, is because it just helps with saving the space we've got. Because I'm building this game from scratch, it's just easier to make sure I'm not going to run out of space with all the variables and flags that are sort of predetermined by the blocks in the game. I should overwrite it all and remove the other stuff, because eventually it will be deleted anyway. Right, we have a fisherman, the gender is male, because unfortunately fisherman isn't a gender. I think fisherman used the hiker music. And then we need to give you a Totodile. That can be level 6. And a Squirtle. This can be level 5. Because you're an optional fight, I don't mind. No, too high for the first one. We'll do you 5 as... I'll have you both as 6. Because you are an optional battle, so you're not going to be too much problem for the player. At that higher level. There you go. You are now in the game, James. Assuming that is your name, not just your character's name, but you can be found so early on. Literally, you walk out the door, you walk up, head to the right. You'll have to beat Salts with his magic ups, and then you can take yourself on. You can play with yourself. I will update this update will probably go live Sunday. So yeah, check Monday morning, and you'll be able to download and play the new version with yourself on there. Awesome, it's going well. So I was going to do something with this mill tank. So I think if you overfilled the mill tank, what's this ROM called? It's called Pokemon Triver. Pokemon Triver. Like that. It is the Triver region, which is short for Trials Versus, because one of my viewers was a genius. Because I would never have been able to create something that cool. I loaded it on Monday. No, boys. There's 4 gyms and the Mega Tower at the moment. With a lot of the sort of later game, I'm still working on with sort of gym and stuff to come. Yeah, so currently working on some of the ideas for the 5th gym. I've lost OBS. Okay, so if you had the milk tank, I'm going to duplicate this code for milk tank 2. They're going to be the same, but this, I think only one of them is going to have jazz happen when you overfeed them. I love this song. Where are we? Berry Ranch. So we got that one. Thank you, Josh. I've been something I've been on and off working on for probably about 2 years now. Just been finally, and it's been about 3 months since I've really sunk my teeth into this game. So I've been in a massive kick where I've had quite a lot of feedback. We had our first streamer play it. So definitely, if you want to watch it getting played, he was doing a Nuzlocke of it, and it was quite an interesting attempt. Colonel Corey. He actually made. I haven't seen the latest one, but I believe he finished the 4 gyms last night. I took him about 7 attempts, so I'm quite happy with the difficulty so far. It's not easy where you can just mash one button and win everything. It's at a level where you need to think. You've got to use the items, but not like ridiculous level where you got to really think every move. You have to hit this move or it's game over, and you've got to have this item and you've got to have this encounter. It's like, it should be playable with most things. Like every time I've done a Nuzlocke, I've only done it up to like the first gym really, because I normally get distracted or end up bug fixing stuff or adding new things. That's why the first area is quite well tuned. The later areas are a bit more lacking. Yeah, I think it's a good level. So mill tank. I did have a comment earlier, which is if you should be able to get a... Actually, someone said about a totem battle. That's quite good, actually. That's funny. What happens is you feed the mill tank so many berries that it becomes a totem Pokemon. And you have to battle it. And it's like just an absolute brute. So milk tank, let's say you feed it 20 times. So let's say if var milk, this is yeah, I think. So boss battle versus a milk tank. is less than 20, we can do all of this code. So we'll just wrap all of that in the curly braces. Boom. But if it's been fed more than yeah, we've got to do more than or equal to 20, you have to take it on. So how are we going to do this? How do you do a totem battle? I haven't done a boss Pokemon in ages. Let me just save everything so that we can get the variable name defined. There we go. Let me find one of my... Mahogany Hills 1 has a totem battle. Yeah, Lost Girl script. Monster setup is getting close. There it is. Set totem, do wild battle. There it is. So we can do set totem boost. I can never remember the order. So in the macro, we can see it goes like that. We've got Battler 1. We'll raise it. We'll double its attack, double its defense. We'll up its speed by 1. Don't care about special attack. Special defense can go up by 1. Let's do its defense by 1. Yep, there we go. Will it be mandatory? It will not be mandatory. So the full team is Voltorb with Exploded Chansey and a Voltorb Beat with Metronome and a Storm, the little Snom with Sheer Cold. I think level 15 or 20 would be good. I might put you. Yeah, I'm trying to think where I could put you. This is for a chance. This is for chance. No, yeah, no. The chance one will not be mandatory. Where can we put you? Chance soon, Voltorb, level 15, 20. I might put you in. I'll have a think where to put. I'm going to save you. I'm going to pop that to. I'm going to put it in my list because I'm going to think about where to do it. Because chance to trainer. Because we need to think how to do it correctly without upsetting the most amount of people. Like, imagine that could really upset people. What level? I'm gonna go 45. Yeah, that's above level cap. You're gonna have let's do 45. Item. Let's give it a citrus berry. There we go. So do the wild battle. So I'm gonna actually. I was a bit confused. Miltank totem battle. So I'm gonna throw that in there because if I then do cool Miltank totem battle, it then should. So I need to learn fully on how the data flows with these. Because I normally have it. I do it like this just to make sure it can go to there and then make sure the script that it comes back to here after the battle. And I'm just a bit nervous on how it not running scripts. I've had it in the past, but it's not running the script, which I'm expecting it to. So yeah. What do you mean inactivity detected in my life? Wait. Your live will end. I'm literally here talking to people in live. What do you mean inactivity detected? Stupid app. God, TikTok's a horrendous app sometimes. Right, so we got the Miltank post battle. What's going to happen once you battle this Miltank? So I need to do as much things I need to do. Setup. Can you? Yeah, there we go. I need to make sure flag can't catch Mon is on. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, so we make sure we can't catch the Pokemon, do the wild battle. So we need to clear that flag. Can't catch Mon. So obviously, there's no fun just being able to throw a Pokemon and catch it instantly. You got to actually beat the Pokemon. Maybe you just get the Miltank. Can you get Miltank anywhere at this point in the game? I think I actually give the player already gets given a Miltank there. Even if I can't spell. I don't know. How do you spell received? Yeah, I was correcting myself. It just looks wrong. Words look wrong. I hate my language. PoiScript similar to JavaScript? No. No, it's much better. Nobody likes JavaScript. No. PoiScript, it's just its own thing. It's a very basic language. It doesn't do complex things. It basically runs on a load of macros. So you have... I've still got to open. I haven't got to open. So we go here to macros. We go... Okay. I'll show you the macro file. Events. There you go. So you have all these events, which are set for the INC files, and that just tells the game what to do. It's a wordy version of all these memory calls to do complex things. So you just pass things like, so we're talking about set while battle. So it takes in various arguments, like species, level, item. If you want to double battle, you do that again. And that just runs a load of C code in the background. PoiScript just simplifies it, so you can. It's a lot more human readable without having to do a lot of like calling things around. Which I think the INC is more like your standard C. This is a bit more readable. Bit easier to. I think it's a bit easier to pass like objects around and stuff. It's a scripting language. You're not using it to do complex things. You're not using it to build Turing level components. I don't think. Yeah, I think it would fail. It probably is Turing complete, to be honest. But yeah, if you want to do anything complex, you just run the C++ buckets in the background. All this is for your actual like objects and events things. Give me a second. I just need to reply to a message. There we go. So we got the. So Miltank. I was going to have you get the Miltank, but you can get one earlier. What should the prize be for killing the Miltank or beating the totem Miltank? So a few things need to happen. So we need to set a flag. Remove Miltank 1. So I don't want that Miltank to show up anymore. Once it's been beaten, it's going to be hidden. That is a lot of emojis, which Restream is not showing me. It just looks like a weird code has been sent to me. So let's go back into the berry ranch. Full stack of milk. I mean, this isn't Minecraft. There isn't stacks. I might have to add another Miltank just so that when one disappears, it's not going. So the first one's going to disappear. So set flag. I'm going to do remove object. $13 and was oh no, we set the flag. Yeah, we set the flag first, then we removed the object. Let's find an unused flag. At what point of story would this be? Could reward be a progression related item, HM or key item? So this is after the 4th gym. This is on the town around where the 5th gym is. I don't. It's sort of an optional thing, so I don't want it to be Well, HMs aren't in the game. You can get HMs have been turned into TMs, and instead you get an item to use instead. I think the next item would be related to strength. Could maybe, yeah. I think this is. I'd rather have something a bit more direct than you have. So the idea here is you feed the milk tank 20 berries, you get moo milk every time, or 40 berries, and then you get something. The idea of feeding a milk tank 40 berries to get a required item seems like a bad idea. A key item or something useful, maybe a TM. What I can make a TM? Mega Milk is a full revive, 99 milks. I mean, by this point, you're already going to have 20 Moo Moo Milks, which are kind of useless anyway. I mean, it's a somewhat decent way to use. Well, I got some unused ones. Unused code. I'm going to hold that one there for now. Yeah, I forgot the back door for Gym 4. I've completely forgotten a lot of this stuff I've made. Received 6 soda pop. Where's that used? That looks like we can get rid of it. Oh no, that's so yeah, screw it. Let's get rid of that one. So I'm just gonna remove the flag creation. That'll be deleted eventually. That code is unnecessary. So milk tank can get removed. So set the flag, remove that, clear it. TM milk drink. How many Pokemon can learn milk drink? That would be such a dumb move to get. Trainers moves. Miltank can learn it. Miltank can learn. That would be the most useless, TM ever. Here's a move that only one Pokemon can learn. Style, so phenomenal. Style, impeccable. I have no idea what you're on about, Ayala. Is rollout ever been a TM? Like you think of Miltank, you think of TM4 in Generation 2 and the Move Tutor. Should we make it rollout? It is funny. It is funny doing milk drink, but no, sorry, but I think we should make TM rollout. Probably not the greatest thing at this point in time to do. Give rollout. Give me 3 seconds. I need some water because my throat is in pain. There we go. Rob is back. Add it to more. I could add it to more Pokemon. Well, I'd have to. It'd be like Mew and some other ones. Let's. Okay, what Pokemon could add Milk to more Pokemon? That's an option. Let me look at. Let me just pick what Pokemon is never used. Zorua. It's like not in the code at all. So it goes to Teachable Learn set, doesn't it? We have something like this. Possibly. So body, I'm thinking rollout because of. So someone suggested, which gave me this idea. is you get a Miltank with raining outside. With the moves she has in Whitney's gym. And I think rollout will be better. And a lot of Pokemon learn it, including Miltank. Body Slam is a solid option, but I think there's a bit less choice with Body Slam. As good as a move it is, the Pokemon that use it would get it anyway by level up. And where TM used to be has been a move tutor. It's a move tutor in Emerald. Yes, maybe instead of getting the TM. Oh my god! Why's my computer lagging? Getting the TM. Oh my word. I think actually we turn the Miltank into... Oh my goodness. Give me a second. My computer is having a mare. Maybe we should turn Miltank into the move tutor for rollout. I just need to open... I've probably got too much crap open. Let's close some windows. Right, there we go. We're back. My CPU is a bit better now. We get close. What is using up my memory? OBS, 127 things open in Google. I've got an app running. Let me close my IntelliJ. I've got some code running, which has no need. I don't need to run that program. That would make things better instantly. There we go. There we go. That's better. And yeah, if I was a smart boy and closed all my thingy apps. Stream is sorry L2. Yeah, so for some reason my computer will hit like 100% memory usage. Probably because I have 127 tabs open in Google. I probably should do something better like Opera GX, but I refuse to use Opera GX until they sponsor me. And I know they never will, but it's a stupid thing I said when I was drunk, and I kind of I'm going to live by it. Right, let's look at move rollout. So I want to see... I've never done a move shooter yet. We should be able to find the move shooter for rollout. One day they will. Just keep the grind up, man. See, when it becomes a grind, it becomes boring. I'll just keep posting random stuff. And then, today's one is sponsored by Opera GX. We can tell that because we're gonna have random Opera logo in the map. But that would involve posting more than Actually, now I've got an editor. Don't know how long the editor is gonna stay around for, but while I've got him, making the most of it, and it does include, we are gonna be posting a hell of a lot more because of it. Where the hell? There's the move tutor. So this is. Oh, it's just a... Okay, so that's the move tutor. He's got his own script. Pretty much, yeah. I just enjoy making this. I like to making these dumb things and stuff. We're not doing milk. We're gonna turn. What we're gonna do is when you fatten up the Miltank, it's gonna turn into a... I'll turn that into unused. We're going to turn it into a move tutor. So you can just get tutoring from it. So once you fed it 20 times, so you can feed the other one as much as you like. But yeah, once you fed it 20 times, when it equals 20... You fed it less than 20, you do that. When you fed it 20 times, you do the battle. And then we need to... We're not going to set the flag. We're going to set the variable of our mill tank. No, not Millville. Mill tank. Time to tank. 221. I'm just going to be 50 just to make sure. We don't need to remove it anymore. Okay. And then we're going to do if var mill tank. And I'm going to do it in this order because then it will flow through. So once you've done it, you can go straight to this one. We're like, it seems like the mill tank, the massive mill tank, is going to wants to teach your Pokemon. So the reason I'm not doing the milk one is, one, it's going to be a massive balancing issue. Like, we could move some things around, but it's going to be a thing. Hey, Bob, how you doing? See, the farmer coming to teach you rollout makes sense. Yeah, maybe I should just use Firefox. Just seen that message. Because I can just pass everything over from Google. See, with the farmer teaching you it, that makes sense. But I just love the idea of you feeding this mill tank a lot of berries, and then you beat it up, and it teaches you how to use rollout. Like, something about that just seems stupid. I'm not realised I wasn't looking at the code. So I'm going to do that. Hey Wendy, I do live stream like once every 2 months when I can have an evening to live stream. It normally ends up with me hating my voice because it goes, and then making no progress in the game. Like, I try and do some streaming of the game progress, nothing good ever happens from it. Normally dumb things come from it. Like, I've been streaming for an hour and 15, and I've almost finished my first script. But how are you doing, Wendy? Welcome on in. We're just working on the script for the mill tank. You feed it 50 times, and then it's going to teach you rollout. So this here is the code for rollout. What? Event script can only be learned once? Is that true? Move tutors. Oh, the move tutor is an emerald, single use. Oh, that is... I was going to get choppy because this is horrendous. Here we go. Battle Frontier. Independent various can be found across her and some purchased, but those that cannot be purchased may only be learned once from a tutor. Well, we're not going to do that. What I think I can do is just call this script, and I'm just going to rewrite some pieces of this script when my computer... Oh my god. Why is Bulbapedia shutting my computer down? Okay, there we go. It should be settling itself down again. Right. Are you making Kaizo? I am not making Kaizo. This is a more accessible game. So this game is meant to be a bit more sort of playable. I say no, it's not playable. So instead of doing Kaizo, if your Kaizo is a difficulty 10, something like Radical Red is a difficulty of 9, your standard game is about a 3. This is more of a 6. It's not like a full difficulty hack, but the difficulty I want is you have to think a little bit. You can't just rush through, but there'll be items and stuff for you to make decisions. It should be a bit more difficult if you're doing Nuzlocke or whatever, but not Kaizo. This is not a difficulty hack, it's not a challenge hack. Do you plan on doing multi-type or concepts on E4? So I'm not sure. I love the idea of concepts, like conceptual types for Elite Fours and multi-types. But at the same time, one of the design routes I've been going down so far with this game is being very sort of true to the base level. Trying to keep it as similar as the main game as I can. Which kind of means I might not. All the gyms so far have been single type, so I feel like I might carry on with that route. But I might in the future make, once I've built the base game, built the world and stuff, it is going to be open to be hacked, and I might do like another version of it where we do that. And especially as the Elite Four isn't the end of the game, there's a lot of like post-game stuff I want to look at. And you're going to find a lot of the trainers, like a lot of your gym leaders and stuff will come back, and they might have more concepts, things. Could you make a whole new Fire Red Leaf Green Light new? I am making exactly that. This is it's an emerald, but this is a completely custom region. So you know, you start in Bedrock Town. This is the first route. This is the second route. The third gym is in here. So yeah, it's called the Triver region, and it's completely custom. We have 4 entirely unique gyms for you to try. The only hard thing is the Mega Tower. Yeah, I have actually nerfed the Mega Tower. I think I brought it down to like level 39. But the Mega Tower isn't a mandatory thing, so I might, and as I'm introducing more trainers, I might change that. The Mega Tower is meant to be hard, and you're not required to do it to make progress in the game. So it's something you can do and come back later. I mean, a lot of the things you don't have to do straight away. And I've taken the leaf out of Kanto's design, where quite early on. So once you reach the second island, yes, you're pushed to go this way to the third gym, but there's nothing stopping you apart from the fact you're under-leveled to take these guys on. And once you've beaten those guys, you have Acrobike. With the Acrobike, you can go to the desert. You then don't have to do Gym 4. You can like completely bypass Gym 4 and, you know, start exploring down here and stuff. Like, obviously, to go into the volcano, you need strength. And to make progress here, you do need the 4th. Oh, I need to fix that. You two. Yeah, get rid of those 2. Don't know where they came from. Yeah, so apart from needing the 4th gym badge to go further, like, you can do all that exploration. So you can come through, try and get a mega, it gets at certain encounters and stuff much earlier. How do you evolve Feebas? Melotix, my own Pokemon, wildly and especially due to evolution. I don't know. I think it's from an item. If I can spell Feebas. I think you get the beauty scale and just use it on it. There you go. Evolution item, prism scale. So you get a prism scale, use it on it like you would any evolution stone, and you now have a Melodic. Right, so rollout tutor, remove that. Go to if set, flag, tutor. We do not need to do that because rollout is going to be teaching it multiple times. We teach rollout. If no, move tutor. What was the text for rollout declines? So obviously we don't need that because it's a Miltank. The Miltank can't talk. It's just going to moo at you. Aggressively moo. Awesome. Message box, move teacher, roll out, teach. Oh my god, that's a lot of words. So I've already got the code that looking at you. Where is it? Pokemon move. Do you want to learn rollout? There we go. So we have that. I actually don't think I've got Feebas in the game yet, Wendy. Maybe it's something I should make fishable in this new island. I haven't done any of the fishing encounters yet. That's like I have. And I'm Bruxfish. Would it be possible to have a shiny Miltank in the field? Yes. But I don't want to do it. I can't be asked, if that makes sense. I know, yeah. I mean, I can duplicate the object and change the PAL to the shiny PAL, but I can't be asked, really. It's effort for something people are going to fly past and be like, oh, okay. Cool. Event script can only be learned once. We don't want that to be true. That doesn't matter because it's not only learnt once. So move, text, roll out Witchmon. So we're going to have the cow moo at you with joy. Moo is the joyous one. See you, Pog. Nice having you here, bud. Set var, moved, open thing. Not let the client set flag. We don't want the set flag to be set because you want to be able to relearn. Roll out. That's it. Yeah, that should be it. So I am going to write a script. I'm just going to do a test script for this. Script test cow. Just to be able to check that we can actually, that script works properly. So, let's just throw a random Miltank with this test script. It doesn't need to be deleted anymore because it's going to reappear. Okay, I'm just going to compile this and we're going to see 1,000 compilation errors, which I'm going to have to fix. But yeah, I think learning from the cow is a reasonable thing after you've fattened it up. Okay, it should take about 3 minutes to compile or so. And then we can actually see the game running. Oh. So, how's everyone day going? Anyone got some good weekend plans? Anything exciting coming up? I'm going to be at a 60th birthday party. Oh, that was my wife messaging me. So, be stuck with the aged this weekend. Okay, what script is this? This is 307. And it's running and it's running. Yeah, I need to find some time to... start working on this new gym. Trying to work out how to design... Yeah, how to design a... I need to design the inside of that house. Let's grab a random house. Like, how am I going to do a... Oh god, let's find an actual town with a house. Sure, this guy's house with a load of bookshelves. Because most bookshelves are against walls. I don't know how I'm going to do a... library. I can customize these slightly and just remove the background on them, make them freestanding. We'll have to play with the heights on them, which shouldn't be too hard. Oh, the game compiled. First time. That never happens. Okay, let me pull up the... There it is. Okay. Driver version. So this is something I've given early, which is great. So 3. Oh, I need to name all that. Pewter City, Warp. Oh dear. Okay. So this is the area I've not finished yet. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's definitely not the area I'm meant to be in. Loveridge, 9, 10, 9. Okay. Yeah, I'm on the old version. So what are you doing? So I'm just about to test this script for my mill tank. So so the idea is you come to this area, and this mill tank, you can feed him 40 berries. Every time you feed him berries, well, you can feed both of them berries, and as you feed them berries, they will give you moo milk. But if you feed this one 20 times, so we should be able to click it now. Moo, would you like to feed the mill tank? Yes, no. So obviously I've got no berries, so it doesn't let me. You can bugger off, you liar. Sorry, give me a second. I need to just delete someone out of Twitch. But yeah, so you can do that, and then if you do it 40 times, there you go, ban. Okay. I am using your save file, yes. Because you've got a semi-competent save file, and I haven't got. I keep losing mine all the time. Should make one shiny. Yeah, see, people said making shiny, but I feel like people are gonna fly into this area. They're gonna grab all the berries, and then they're gonna bugger off. A bit choppy. But yes, the idea is you feed it 20 times, and then you take it on as a totem Pokemon. Ooh. Why are there reflections on some of these, but not some of the others? Is it because of the water? It's because of the water there, isn't it? I'm going to have to fix that. See, okay. Maybe I should make this one shiny then. I'll have a look. Okay, maybe I'll have a look at the code in a minute. Yeah, so this is me testing the script. So it seems like the massive... So once you beat it, and you beat the Titan Pokemon, it's going to teach you Rollout. So... Mudshot. Okay, that's 2 people said about the shiny, so I'll do that. Learn Rollout. Yeah, okay, so you can do Rollout multiple times. That worked perfectly. Did I just write some first time script? You can put NPC or sign that gives you a hint. I mean... So yeah, so this you come through Route 9. I don't want to battle that guy. And you come through. So yeah, you'll come to here. So there is a sign up there. I should move that sign down. So we can move that sign down if I find Route 9 to a bit more of a better place and move the script for it. So yeah, so that'll tell you, you know, Berry Ranch this way, the new town up there. And yeah, so I can make that one shiny. Just bugger it. Okay, I'm gonna make it shiny. I need to let me test something first. So let me just PC access PC. Let me just deposit a Pokemon. Do the follower Pokemon have? Oh, do the follower Pokemon show as shiny in the overworld? So I'm just gonna give myself a shiny Venusaur. I want to see if the palettes are different, because if they are, yeah. So the shiny they are shiny in the overworld. So that makes it quite easy. All right. So let's do that code. So we go to Mill Tank. So if I find the object, which we have in here, object event, so we'll find the event. I'm just going to have to duplicate it, aren't I? Yeah, so I'm going to duplicate it, and we're just going to call it S. We're going to have shiny milk tank. It's really cool. I'm glad you find it cool. My wife thinks I'm a loser. I had the strangest dream that Fire Red had a post game of starters in Executor, Mankey, and Trop. Who is Trop? I feel like Trop is someone who does war crimes for fun. Like Turnip Boy and Trop commit war crimes. What do I call it? Miltank S. Tropius. Oh, Tropius. That'll be an interesting one. Yeah, it's completely playable on anything that runs Game Boy Advance. One of the things I am going to be doing when I have finished it, I will be putting this onto a legitimate. Well, not legitimate. I'm going to be getting a blank. A blank ROM or blank cartridge, and I'll be going to be putting this on it because why not? Yeah, I've got to do this. This is what I was sort of saying, Wendy. So this is how you make a. This is how you put the code to pick up an event. And I've done it already for Miltank. And what's quite nice, I can just use the follower Pokemon and repoint them. Which is nice and easy. But the problem is, I've got to redo it just to change this line here. So this line here is picking which palette it uses. So the palettes are used to colour in your objects. Because it's going to use the same bitmap, but it's going to use a different palette. I'm doing all of this just to have the one unique bloody palette, which is just a bit frustrating. Am I an idiot? How did that ever work? RSMA. Yeah, that shouldn't be. That should be 3-1. I cannot count in binary. Not binary. I'm rubbish at counting in hexadecimals. Yeah, it goes. Yeah, 2F goes to 331. That's how you learn to count. Learn to count, everybody. You go 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 18, B-teen, C-teen, D-teen, E-teen, F-teen, 20. So stupid. It does make sense in terms of like development coding reasons, but yeah, it's still dumb. I still think it's stupid. Okay, so my wife's just done the thing. So we set the shiny one. We'll take S, overworld. So I'm just searching for where I had it previously, and I'm just here we go. So this is the main part. Yeah, we just need to create that. It's a shiny one. I think it's just overworld shiny. Yeah, and they're all using the same ones. Okay. So that should work now. So if I go to here and I search for the S version, it didn't work. Did you take programming classes? I didn't. No, well, I kind of did. So I studied physics at university, and part of physics is they teach you very base level of coding. And I came out of university thinking I don't want to be a developer. So I applied for some graduate schemes, and one got back to me and said, "Come join us as a coder." I was like, "All right, fine, money." I'm very easily swayed by money. You hear that, sponsors? I'm easily swayed by money. But yeah, so I then joined this graduate scheme, and I did 4 months with them where they trained me up in a Java, which language I learned, and then I got a job, a contract with one of their clients, and then basically been coding for a living since then. Yeah, I'm a professional developer, although I do less and less coding as my career changes. Although my current role, is meant to be 50% coding, 50% team management, but 50% of that coding time is normally dealt with doing the team stuff. And I want to go away further from development and coding, but it's something you can learn, and a lot of this stuff is I sort of learned myself. Once you get an idea, it does look scary, and I can understand someone who doesn't know what's going on. They're looking at all this, and it does look like a hell of a lot of stuff is happening. Realistically, it's not that bad. There isn't all that much really happening in code, and it just takes a bit of time to be able to step back and read it and take it in. I definitely, if you want to get into development and something, just pick a language, something simple like Python is quite nice, and start coming up with little applications or little things to run and build it, and play around with it, and come up with a new idea. I find the best way to learn is to do, and the best way to do is to actually have interest in it. Like, I quite like often doing all sorts of dumb little applications for little things and stuff. And it keeps me going. This is the object that doesn't exist. Okay, yeah, so I was not finding it because I hadn't defined it. Okay. Oh, did I just do S mode? That's fine. Okay, so then we go back to here, refresh it. You just see me do a load of stuff which you hadn't seen. So now if we go to the event, it's the same color. What am I missing? Basically, so what's happening here is I'm just trying to find where so what this code is looking at is I have an event palette. So this is saying in my code, in this, maybe that doesn't actually exist. Let's look into, I got to look into my files. Overworld normal palette. So we need to go to mill tank. So basically, I want to find in my palette. Yes, it's overworld shiny. So we have got it. Is it pal? Yeah, overworld _ shiny pal. So this is just saying, like, in the code, I have this file, which is a palette, which just tells me here's the colors which the game which it allows, 16 colors. I'm tying it to that name. But what's happened is somewhere in the code, I'm not actually correctly setting up the palette. And I've done it before for the other version. So I just want to create, so I'm basically just recreating the object, but for a shiny Pokemon. You see, yeah, this one's using that's using the event pick, which is fine. All of this stuff can be duplicated because I don't really care. Like, the rest of it can be done twice. So this is this is the mill tank one, which is, and that's all fine because everything else for it is identical. Uses the same size, it's got the same shadow. It's just a shiny one. Object event pictures. Overworld ascending. No, that's walking event graphics. Yeah, we've already done that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Got the same picture. Yeah, we've still got that. Graphics information. Have I done that? Yeah, that does that, and that just defines it, which I've got it defined fine because it is appearing correctly in our area. It's a shiny overworld palette, which is what we've written down. That's fine. Oops, sorry. Is there a difference between shiny Miltank and normal Miltank? I mean, Berry Ranch. Oh yeah, undefined reference test account. That's fine. Let's remove that code now. Yeah, I thought the shiny was like really clearly blue. Yeah, I need this cow to wander around. Objective event. Have I accidentally not? Basically, I have to see everything twice. We see it there once. Yeah, that's fine. We see it there. We there. See it there. We see it there. That's correct. We go through each thing to make sure nothing is too far wrong. Did I tag it? No, I didn't accidentally tag it. Okay, it's compiling in the background and it might work in game. I defined it there, that's correct. I've got the right numbers now. Didn't have the numbers correct in the past. So I think it was overwriting May. But yeah, I've counted correctly this time. Oh, I haven't counted correctly. 1 0 comes after F. Stupid boy. Do you not have 16 fingers? No, it's still there. Still the same. They look identical. Yeah, they still look identical. Okay, so that's not it. PAL Overworld. Palette tag. Yeah, the palette tag is... We got the palette tag correctly and we've defined it correctly. So only check is... It's being generated in the memory. We got it there. We got it being defined there. And we can check it exists by literally searching for the file. There it is. The file's there. Let's compile it and let's run it. Let's run it back. I guarantee someone who knows this better than me, which isn't hard to find, is looking at this like, yeah, you forgot this point here, you're using the wrong value. Is like, yeah, most likely. This is why I hate doing this stuff. I've been working this on and off since 2002. Yeah, I first started working on this game. Yeah, three years ago. I called up one of my friends. She's the 4th gym leader, and just like, I wanna, like, oh, it is. There you go. It is shiny. It's just not showing up on the thing. Okay, so it was fine. It's just not showing up in Pori maps. Yeah, so I was just like, I want to get back into it. So I've been on and off ROM hacking since I was in school. I used to do binary hacks and stuff. And I thought, you know what? I'm doing streaming. I'm doing Pokemon content. Why don't I just start making my own game? Why is that? So yeah. So I called her up and we made Bedrock Town. And started working on it. Why is it getting reflections for that? Weird reflections going on. And so I started working on it for about like 8 months. I got to this island and I just lost all interest. So instead I did the VSG game for a bit, doing viewer comments, which I loved doing. Scope got stupid. I was using that to help teach myself more of the code and how to do things. I probably should have kept the scope smaller and stuff. I'm going to re-attempt that, and I've got a new way of handling it. And then when that one got less, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to do daily videos or videos where I do every single part of it just to get content going out. And yeah, so a lot of the early videos was me rebuilding the game from scratch on the latest version of Emerald expansion. And that's why a lot of the early stuff was able to come out very quickly. That's why I was able to do like daily videos. But now I'm back to developing things from scratch. I've got a lot of other things from the VSG I'm going to bring through and stuff. But yeah, maybe add a chance here so the EV XP is close to each other. So EVs might be removed from the game, and these may be something different. I like what you're saying, but this is a temporary. Well, it might not be a temporary thing. I'm trying to make this the game I wanted when I was a child, so a lot of that involves me using a lot of older design principles. So I'm not sure I'm going to add a candy jar. Sure, it's nice to just whack up to level cap, but the game is designed a lot more about exploration and doing a lot of things, so you don't really need to rush between gym to gym to gym. And also every gym has got let me just go to a gym. What are my gym positions? Gym interior, oh my goodness, it's 44. So let's go Mahogany Hills 1, sure. So you speak to this guy and one, he'll heal you up, but if you have level caps on, like if you don't have level caps on, you're going to like level up well fast anyway. He will give you a Blissey that will just take you to level cap. So, and once you reach a gym, your level caps will increase. Or not your level caps will increase, your XP rate increases. Oh, you never did the secret area. You never took the shortcut. Or you never, oh no, you did take the shortcut, but you never finished the, you get the shortcut? Oh yeah, you've opened up a shortcut, but you didn't do it. But yeah, so making it just so you can like level up quick does remove the point of a lot of things. So yeah, I keeping him to the gym. Once you get to the gym, you can get to level cap nice and fine, but it's the journey to the gym going to be a chance for you to experience without just like one-shotting and blasting through things. So I haven't actually done this little quest for a while. Question really is, has everyone found all the buttons yet? I might add another encounter there. Yeah. There's an entire secret area, Kiwi, you weren't using. See? You could have been in here. Okay, so the shiny is... What types are the gyms and teams in a nutshell? Sure, of course you can ask. I can take you through the gyms. I'm going to finish off soon, so I'm probably not going to do any more coved. But we can bounce around the game looking at things. So, first gym. So the gyms are slightly different. They're not found directly... Mission product? No, I appreciate it. Let me give myself the town map. I need to actually add the town map to be accessible. Town map is item 70613. Couldn't find a Zora. Basically, if you run down the when you come, if you walk back following it, there's trigger points starting from here that lead you to it. So you've got to do them one at a time. So yeah, all of the gyms aren't actually in towns themselves. And oh, that actually worked. I'm quite impressed. Items patch. Yeah, I need to get some mites. Oh, you didn't finish that. That's fine. So as advised, there's time and a place to use a town map. Well, that's a load of shit. I know what I can do. No, I can't show you the map. Anyway, so let's just go into the code. Let's just go into the game. So yeah, all the gyms are sort of like outside in the world. So you have sort of the second town here. You make your way through this sort of dungeon area, this first town, and there's a shortcut across. And you got the first gym. The first gym is Jaden, who is a flying type gym leader. Their team is made up of a Murkrow, an Archin, Staravia, the second evolution, and Dartrix. Level cap is 15 at this point, so it's not too bad. Second gym is on Coral Beach. So you reach Coral Port, which is the fourth town. You make your way west, and you've got the gym here. This one doesn't have only one trainer. The way I've done it is like odd gyms are normally trainer focused, even gyms are more puzzle focused, although that's going to change because of Gym 5. You have Marina. Actually, Marina has an incredible custom sprite because we have an amazing artist who's been supporting us, which I just love. Just download the game. It seems really cool. Do you have a sprite designer? I have a sprite designer, but I would love more. Like if you'd like to support, I have someone doing a few overworld sort of in-game sprites. I don't have anyone doing it in-game sprites or other sprites, and there's someone who I've asked for a few pieces, but like it's pretty much just me working and a couple of people who volunteered a couple of images and stuff. So if you'd like to get involved, Wendy, I would love that. Yeah, join us on the Discord, have a chat to me, and more support would be better. Yo, Crypto, how you doing? Fly shows a map. Fly does show. Yeah, Fly shows a weird map, though. And Fly shouldn't be working yet. How you doing, Crypto? Yeah, so we've got Marina, as I'm sure the name will give. Let me do a Fly. Does Fly work then? Yeah, so the problem with Fly at the moment is it shows I haven't fixed the Fly menu to use the correct... So you can see, yeah, some of them are there, but not all of them are working yet. It still shows some of the old towns, which I'm working on fixing. It's a bit confusing. But yeah, so Coral Beach is there. So yeah, you got Marina, who's the second. She is water. What is her team? Let's have a look. I can't remember her team. Marina. She has a Quillfish, Shellos, Gyarados, and a Lombra. Level cap 24. Their gym is down here in Hemlock Village. So ignoring that, it's an absolute mess at the moment. So Hemlock Village is this small town in a sort of swampy area. And actually this here is the Hemlock Orphanage, which is ran by the gym leader. We've currently got Teleporter 1. As you can see, I don't have Overworld sprites good yet. Game's looking good. Game's getting there, Cryptic. It's about 30% done, I'd say. Does Eevee start evolve? Was it locked in? Like it is actually the Let's Go Eevee. It is partner Eevee, so it has boosted stats and boosted moves. You can get and it's mainly because by doing that, I can give you a Sunstone early, and a Sunstone early lets you evolve the Sunkern encounter. Whereas I don't want you having an Espeon before Gym 1. So it's a bit of a balance of reasons, but you can get an Eevee you get given an Eevee in the school, which can evolve. But yeah, so you have the second gym leader here, who is Kevin. Again, Kevin's got a custom. The only leader that doesn't have a custom sprite at the moment is our first one. It's being worked on. Yeah, you got Kevin, leader of the orphanage, and he's a poison type gym leader. If the name Hemlock didn't give it away. And then you've got the Ember Dunes, large desert, just off from the little Emberfall town. So it's designed off of a pyramid, which you'll find deeper into the. Eventually, you'll be able to go further. So this way with strength, we go through here, and there'll be a massive, like very big desert area, and you'll find a more advanced area in it, a more advanced pyramid in it. But you've got Sarah. And Sarah is based off of the girl, when I was talking when I first started this, she was the person on the call with me. Good friend of mine. So we have her sprite as well. And she's ghost type. What's Kevin's team? Kevin's team is Coughing, Seviper, Toxicroak, Salazzle. I'm going to add a fifth one at some point. And then Sarah. First time you see a Mega Pokemon. Palossand, Spiritomb, Golurk, Gengar, Ceruledge, and Mega Gengar. What is the DC name? Discord name? Trials Versus. You can find the link. You should be able to find a link in our profile. Chikorita been boosted. I'm sorry for the question. Chikorita is going to be boosted. I have no one doing the music. No, it is. If you want to support music, that would be amazing. I've done a commission in the past, and he didn't tell me until halfway through it that he wanted the music done as well. He had someone doing the music. I had massive difficulties adding the music. I think I just gave him the files like that. You need someone else to do it because I don't know. But I would need to do some looking at how to get the music playing properly. I managed it. It took me like 3 hours to get one going. Maybe if I do it more, I'll get more used to it. But yeah, I'd love to get some custom music in there. If you want to support, mate, that'd be such top ball. Good gyms. Yeah, hopefully a decent balance. Kind of different things. But yeah, Chikorita is fairy type. I know it's typical. I saw the post today on Rom Hack. Oh, fairy type. It's good. Although we have got Mega Chikorita coming out, so things might be different. But I haven't changed its I do want to change its stats, and I do need to give them custom moves. I'm probably going to give it Triage. I used that before in a different ROM hack. I thought it was amazing. But for now, I haven't done it. There's a lot of things I want to update. I am streaming on Twitch as well. I'm restreaming. I'm streaming on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube at the moment. So that's why I think so. Cryptic, you'll see the chats from Twitch come up on Restream, but half the guys I'm chatting to as well are on TikTok, and I don't have them streaming to both at the moment. Another code is trying to help. Yeah, it's I'm gonna close up soon, but. Oh, what are they called? Let's put Muzz. So you get the MIDI files. So you get the MIDI files. I'm just trying to remember how to put them in. You need to make the voices for the notes and stuff. And then you got to write these. There's a lot of things you got to do. And you get it wrong, you get the wrong MIDI voice playing, you get the wrong sound, the wrong time. I've done it once. It shouldn't be too hard to do, and I need to get practice in it. Just need time. Figures of the chat, and yeah, I mean, most of my views come through on TikTok because it's much easier to find people. Can't give the rival kid juice. You can't give. Can you get juice in this game? Yeah, it's I used to stream a lot more on Twitch and YouTube, or mostly on Twitch. Don't really stream anymore. I throw YouTube on because I'm trying to get the get paid for the adverts on YouTube, but I need a lot of watch hours. So I stream on there anyway. Twitch is just, I know some people prefer Twitch, so I have that open. But most of it's TikTok. Most of my content goes to TikTok because that's currently my most successful platform. We could do something with. I don't know what to do with the kid. Let me close the game. This will be the last thing I'll probably look at before you distract me even further. But yeah, maybe I do want to do something with the child. So he's trying to get juice and stuff from you. Maybe we can have him at some point. Yeah, maybe you can come back later with juice, give it to him, and he buggers off. Or I do need to do something with his actual house. So that's the word, monetization. Yeah. The short. I mean, it's basically the short's an easy way of making content, because I don't like editing. Although I do have an editor now, and we are talking about doing some long form videos and things, which will be good. But I just want to focus on code. So that's the focus. I am monetizing TikTok, so that's the main thing, which does sort of why I'm pushing like the short form content and stuff. And that's why everything's like a minute long. The child, yeah, this is the brother of your rival who decides to break into your house. He's nicked one of your starter Pokemon, so he's got a bag full of 7, 8 Pokemon, and one of them's yours. And then he goes to your fridge to get juice because he is a prick, just like the rival. I think I'm fed up of rivals being friendly, happy-go-lucky people who give you a good time. This guy, I need to give him a custom sprite, is an arsehole. He's always chasing, he's always ahead, and he's always calling you a nerd. Yeah. Long form's on the way. I've done a few guides and stuff. We've been talking about doing some long form for some of my older content. I've attempted to do like playthroughs where I talk through the areas and a few link ups, but if people know what sort of long form they want to see, I can do it. But the issue is I don't have a vision for directing videos. And I just want to focus on coding. So, like, if anyone's good at doing long form content and wants to support me in getting monetization, I am more than happy to give you the bulk of the monetization that comes through the channel. I don't really care about the money. It's just what comes in would probably be used in other things. I think I get like pennies on TikTok sort of thing, but like just getting content out there for people to see. We need more silver. That's what exactly. More like silver, more arseholes. I already hate the rival, which is good. Exactly. You need to hate the rival. If you're not hating the rival, what's the point? And this guy, he pops up randomly. He pops up here. You're about to reach the gym. He pops up. He fucks you up. He's not hiding the gym, but he's got a team that can beat the gym. It annoys you. I think translating the coding would be interesting. Yeah. So I do some guides onto it. I'm happy. I like these streams and stuff where I go into things a bit more and like talk through it. But yeah, Cryptic, send me join some Discord and send me a message or send me a DM on Instagram or something. We can set something up. And my voice is going. I just got a text from my wife who's just finished up her call. It's the only reason I streamed tonight. So I'm actually going to go. I'm going to compile this. I'm not going to release a version today. I still have a load of work to do. I will try and do a version on... I'm going to try and release a version of this game on Sunday. But I am going to put some invisible walls on because someone went up this way earlier and they were complaining that it wasn't working because it wasn't ready yet. But yeah, everything that's in videos will be accessible in the next one. At the end, give the rival busted legendary. At the end, the rival is... I have no idea. Maybe give a busted legendary. I've only got a few ideas for legendary at the moment. Anyway, it's been 2 hours. My voice is going. I will see you nerds later. Now I need to work out how to close everything. There it is. Right. Bye. Oh, not bye. Where is it? I don't know how to stop going live. Oh, why did they always update bloody TikTok Studio, and I never know my way around it. This is very embarrassing.